right, collectors, thanks for joining me today, January 18th, 2026, for all the shenanigans going on, all the news that I like to report on or talk about or enjoy that maybe you guys can enjoy as well. Just a little roundup, as we always do at the end of the week, of everything that was fun. And we had a lot of fun stuff this week. The haul is full of deals, really, because a lot of companies, a lot of big box stores are just, pushing all of their stuff, trying to get into the black now for the first quarter. And this is what helps them. All these sales. At this point, the Christmas push is over, and now we got to just hit the black with a bunch of this stuff that ain't going to sell. Christmas was here and it left, and now we got to just get rid of it. So it took a little longer this time to get going, which was pretty interesting. All right. A couple of things that we're going to do that are off the beaten path. And just to start, indulge me for a few moments, maybe 3 minutes. If you guys are struggling with, all the shenanigans of daily life, right? Every day is a struggle, even for me, even for a man of my means. But this is my hobby. This is what I love to do still. And if feeling down a little bit, maybe stop by, watch a few videos, have some fun. I'm not going to say it's a safe space because sometimes, as pop collectors know, it's not a safe space here for them. But, it's mostly lighthearted and it's just having fun. And we're just having a good time on this channel. So, just watch a few 209 Ed videos, see if you like those. So, yeah. Anyways, this is what makes me happy, and that's why I do it, to kind of let off some steam, have some fun, and just forget about the daily nonsense that goes on every day. That said, there's this other thing I want to talk about just for a second, and that is AI. And indulge me for just a couple minutes because it's going to get fun here. As it is, I am not a huge supporter of AI. I'm just not. The only thing AI seems to be helping me right now with is to price gouge me, which I really don't like and I don't appreciate, or to anger me in the customer service aspect of whenever I call a big company, or a little company for that matter. Now those guys are getting bamboozled or stupefied into biting into the AI nonsense. How many of you actually have ever gotten real help from one of those stupid robots? Because every time, like 9 out of 10 times, I just give me a human, because they're like, we don't understand, or here's a totally incorrect answer. What? No, this didn't help me. Anyways, I'm of the thought process that AI will eventually. The third thing is 3 things, right? Price gouging me, shenanigans on the customer support line, and silly pictures. I'm of the entertainment, silly pictures and entertainment. So I'm of the mindset that eventually we will use AI for some significant thing, but the way it stands right now, it's completely idiotic. It's, to me, just to me. It was funny because Klarna, that company that's in the news right now, Klarna a couple years ago fired all of its human employees for AI, because AI was the way. And then they found out that customer service went down the tubes. The reports they were getting and all the mistakes that were happening with AI, they'd have to go back and correct them. So it was costing them double work now. So what they did instead, it was just cheaper to hire back the humans. They've said that part quietly. So go look it up. So, one of the first companies to go almost completely AI has now backtracked completely and said, it's nice, but it ain't there. It's really stupid. So the reason I say that, and it does pertain to toys, so hold on for a second, is because, like I said, we will wake me up when AI can solve stuff like cure diseases that we haven't been able to cure yet, or some technological advancement in whatever that we have not been able to figure out yet. Wake me up then. Until then, AI to me is just a funny gadget, Now that said, I did enjoy this. So I'm going to play a little video up here for you of, there's this guy, I didn't do this. These renders are absolutely awesome, and they entertained me for a while I was scrolling through the intertubes. And I came across this guy. I think the guy's name is Avionics. I don't know what beef he has with anybody, and I don't care. I'm not in it for the beefing. That's just not, I mean, his toys, guys. It's just freaking toys. So I just bring it to you for entertainment value alone. So check this out real quick. Let me go ahead and just talk to you about it. Number one, I'm going to show you what the very first one is now. So the first one is Chuck Norris. I would totally buy these G.I. Joe renders. Tom Hanks as the Private Ryan guy. Yeah, I'd buy that. And then Private Ryan himself, Matt Damon, 100% would buy that. Ron Kovic from Born on the 4th of July, great show. I'd buy that. Tom Hanks again as Forrest Gump. That's pretty cool. Lieutenant Dan. I would buy all of these. I would buy several of Arlie Ermy just because he's awesome. He's an awesome guy. Major Payne. Totally buy that one. Private Pile. 100% would buy that figure. Look at that. Your boy Iceman. Yeah. John Matrix. 100% that Schwarzenegger character. Oh, Lieutenant Aldo Rain. I think this is Inglourious Bastards. Looks great. Colonel Hans Landa. As long as it's not too accurate. Good Morning Vietnam. Totally buy. Oh, and then Top Gun Maverick. Yeah. Tropic Thunder. Oh my gosh. Wait. Yes. Oh man, so many of him. That is awesome. Awesome. John Rambo. Totally buying that. And then Stripes. Oh, just that's it, right? So, like I said, AI will be a tool at some point. Conceptually, these figures, I'm sure Hasbro could buy the license to them, but it might be prohibitively expensive to do so many of those. But holy moly, if they could put those in the G.I. Joe line, they could keep the Joe line going forever, and it would be consistently relevant, right? Anyways, I hate to be doing market research for Hasbro, but it's like a bonehead yes. You know, if you ever are struggling to find some relevancy for your product, there you go. It's that simple. Hasbro's. All right, let's move on to the news. As always, you know, Valaverse, Operation Monster Force, G.I. Joe, Ramen Toys vehicles, all the military Marvel Legends type stuff, and a little bit of other things too. Today we're even going to have a little bit about wrestling. So let's jump into it real quick, and let's talk a little bit about Operation Monster Force, starting with that military, because there wasn't very much from the other guys. So let's just go ahead and start. Number one, you've got these three items already on Big Bad Toy Store's website. The Bloodsworn of Dracula, the Forgotten King, Omen of Doom version. Major Striker. To me, Operation Monster Force has turned into my customizing dream. These guys are so easy to customize, and they come with so much, I don't know, they're just great. For customizations, these guys are great. So I'm not buying the the Forgotten King. I don't know what, anyways, I'm not buying that one. That one, it's cool because it's translucent, but it's not my deal. I do like the Bloodsworn, that skeleton, because you can, put it in a couple of poses, right? It can be standing up, or it can be like this, like a little puddle of blood. It's coming up out of a little puddle of blood. So that's pretty neat. And then you also have a Major Striker. That's just an officer, an army officer. Yeah, you could use him it's just a very versatile character. So those are the exclusives up on Big Bad Toy Store right now. Now, starting in Zolicon, you're going to have access to these. Well, actually, we already talked about Major Striker, but these other two, right? The Demi-Warg Infiltrator and the Shadow Wraith. Shadow Watch, Shadow Wraith. Let's get into those real quick. Let's talk a little bit about the Shadow Wraith. So it will be the exclusive from Monster Force and available there. $40. Limit one per person per day, I guess, while supplies last. I'm not super excited about this one. I'm going to pick one up just because it's, you know, it's exclusive and I like Monster Force. Why not? So I'll pick it up. But I'm not super excited about it. The one I'm super excited about is the one they don't have there, which is the Demi-Warg Infiltrator. Look at that, man. You can do so much with that. Not only that, so the way to get it is a little convoluted. Number one, you have to be at the show. You'll make a pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store's area or the Monster Force area of Big Bad Toy Store. They will put in the pre-order for you, and then and then they will send it to you or ship it when it gets there, and then you'll get a pin or something. I don't know. But if you go, they'll be available at a later date, minus that little bonus section that you see on the side. So you can still get the Demi-Warg Infiltrator at some point on Big Bad Toy Store side. What I'm excited about is all the weapons that it comes with and the two sculpts, head sculpts. Werewolf mouth closed, werewolf mouth open. I mean, right now, I think it's the aerial attack or something, a soldier, that he's only comes with the mouth open, right? But come on, man. Come on. You're not going to run around. Well, maybe. If you're a werewolf, maybe you are like a dog and you just sweat out your tongue or whatever. I don't know. But no, I'd prefer it with the mouth closed as well. Just an option, right? And then you get Braxton Von Helsing portrait or the head sculpt and what is it? Sniper rifle extra from the if you order it at the show if you're there, along with all of these extra. Look what he comes with. That's the one thing about Monster Force. Sometimes they pack these figures. They're $40, but they are packed with accessories, like a ton of accessories. That's the way to do it. You know, killer articulation, killer ideas, and packed with weapons to the gills. That's, to me, sometimes I don't feel bad about the $40, especially if they're packed with weapons and packed with accessories and packed with options. How can you go wrong there? Anyways, let's move on from that. I'm a little disappointed in Mezco's Doc Nocturnal Dark Shadow Edition. It's sold out, from what I hear, in less than 5 minutes, right? It was up. I don't know who got to it. I mean, does Mezco need to put up a scalper wall? Probably. It was just in and out. They were just gone, right? Boom, boom. What? Where did it go? So it's unfortunate that it sold out so quick. I actually would have ordered it if it was there, but it wasn't. So now you're left with the wait list, right? Do you get on the wait list or not? I'll tell you what, I've had a pretty good success with the wait list. And at first I was kind of upset. I was like, I'm not, forget it. I already have the original one. I'm not doing, or not the original one, but the one that came out last year with the color. Not the one that looked like the very, very first one, but was updated, right? So this one looks really cool too, and I would have bought it. But again, it's sold out so quick that so many people were like, what? And if I know Mezco, like I said, most of my waitlisted items from Mezco have converted. There's only been one, and I'm struggling to remember which one it was. Was it the Death Dealer or was it the King Conan? One of those two never converted. To this day, I just went and bought it off the secondary market. To this day, that doggone order is still live with Mezco on the wait list. Come on. So, but like I said, I've had pretty good luck with them converting them. And I think I think this one, since it sold out so quick and they keep getting backlash from the fans, I think it will eventually convert. So I went ahead and joined the wait list, right? I joined the wait list. And he also comes with a ton of weapons. So a ton of accessories. Is it worth the cash that you put down, I don't know. I mean, I think Operation Monster Force rivals that. Not in as much as soft goods, but I mean, it's got more accessories for sure, but Operation Monster Force is catching up. It's catching up. I dig it. Let's switch it up a little bit and let's talk about some more indie stuff that I found out. Again, I don't know if this gentleman has any beef with anybody. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just in it for the toys. I'm not in it for the, you said that, you said this, you said, I don't care. I mean, come on. I'm here for the collector and the hobby. That's it. That's it. So, and there's a lot of toy tubers out there that are just like that too. You know, they're just in there for the hobby, really. I mean, I don't have neither the inclination, the time, nor the patience, or the want to get into it. I just laugh. Sometimes when people get that upset, I'm just like, what's wrong with you? You're doing this hobby wrong. You're doing it wrong. Anyways, GI Customs has this pretty cool ladder accessory for the Rattler. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. That's essential. You got to have your figure climb, and it can be used in so many so many other places. So I definitely went ahead and picked that up. I think it's essential for the Rattler. I also think it's an association with Mark II Designs. I've actually met the guy who does the Mark II Designs. I always, it's not mean. I had a conversation with him a while back at the DFW Joe show. And I asked him why he does his weapons in gray. I love his weapons. I love his designs. They're good. It's good stuff. I've bought several of them. But I asked him why don't you just make them in black? Because every weapon I've owned has been black. As a soldier, I don't think I've ever had. I just don't add colors to my weapon like neon green and, funky yellow or all these other colors and, bright red that you see. Maybe it's just because I was in my formative years, I was taught to keep that down. It might be some metal on it that's, from the wear and tear, silver. But I was told to keep that shininess and, look at me, here I am nonsense to a minimum. So anyways, Mark II Designs, I think, is kind of collaborating with this GI Customs guy. And there you go. On another note, Red Atlas Creations just came out with this anti-aircraft cannon. It looks very familiar to me. I think it's in the G.I. Joe lore. Looks very close to it. It looks great. It looks great. And I'll probably go pick one up. I'll pick one up soon, I guess. But it's there. And I really like the way it looks. You've got your options of which one to pick. You can pick OD green, black, or navy, or cobra blue. So there you go. What else? Oh yeah, over on 5K Toys, I know so many of us have asked for skeletons. Can we just get some really cool, well-articulated skeletons? And 5K's got you back. So before it's too late, and before these things cost an arm and a leg, I mean, they're $20 a piece. Go get you some skeletons. You could get them in all these different colors. You can get them in white, bone white, black, red, bloody, and pink. One of them's got to meet your needs. So if you're watching this video and later on you complain about not having cheap skeletons, this was your shot. You didn't get them. Go get some of those things. I picked up about 3 because I have some more from way back in the day. So just grab yourself a few. All right. And again, I'm a little disappointed in this offering. This is for the RoboCop 2 Hiya Toys. Hiya. I don't know how to say it. Can somebody please tell me where there's a well-articulated RoboCop? Because as it is, I went and looked at some of the action shots where you can really see how the figure articulates. Because you can tell when somebody's taking pictures, they're going to show it off. And if somebody's taking pictures and it's in museum poses or just like regular like shooty poses, it's not It's not well articulated. I think I asked earlier if any of you guys owned the Mafex or the SH Figure Arts version, if it's well articulated. I guess I could just go watch a review on it, and I'll probably go do that. But I was hoping for I'll just go watch a review. But if you guys know of a really good one, let me know. I mean, the whole moniker of the name. So anyways, but I've already got a good one of that version, and I love that version. So I don't know, is it bad to say I actually like the villain's design a little better than the RoboCop design? I don't know. Anyways, there you go. I'm not picking it up unless I find out that it's well articulated, because I've already got a NECA version, and it's decent, but it's not well articulated. And because I love Godzilla, but not necessarily Power Rangers, but I know some of you guys love Power Rangers. Here they got, how many mashups are we going to do? I mean, we're doing mashups left and right. So you've got a Godzilla Power Ranger mashup. There you go. Coming May 2026 from Playmates and Hasbro. No, I'm good. I don't need this. But if you need it in your life, there it is, coming at you soon. Frank Frazetta Girls are putting out John Carter from Mars figure. I'm just not super impressed with the articulation. Sorry. I know it might hurt people's feelings, but these characters aren't well articulated. Now, if there's a character that I really love that's coming out, I would rather have Savage Crucible have done that with this figure than Frazetta Girls. They have a buck, and they like using that buck. Until they stop using that buck, I'm not buying anything from them, unless it's a character that I absolutely love. I do like John Carter from Mars, and I like that series and that book, but no, not if you're using that buck. And for those reasons, I'm out. All right, let's get to some wrestling stuff. I got a couple of slides of wrestling because I saw it and it kind of made me giggle. So number one, we've got this wrestling lineup scheduled to come out this year. The only three there's four that I recognize from this wave. Number one is that demolition looking guy, and then Cody Rhodes, only because Cody Rhodes is always on the shelves. And then The Rock, Final Boss Rock, I guess is what you call him. But the one that stood out to me like a neon sign is Coco Beware, because that's an old wrestler. Coco Beware. I remember him. He's one of the old school wrestlers, so I remember him from back in the day. I'm probably not going to pick him up, but he just looks great. Just great representation. I mean, he does have no, that's not a microphone. That's where the bird can sit. Anyways, just good to see a blast from the past. And also, you've got this other wave that kind of stood out to me, which is the Monday Night War. A couple characters on here that I recognize, which is China, of course. Most everybody recognizes her, and then of course everybody recognizes the Rowdy Pipers. So now there was an interesting thing on Sid Vicious. Is that supposed to be Steve Blackman? Does he turn into the animal? What's his name? What's his name? I already forgot his name. Does he shave his head and become? No, I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, but Sid Vicious, he comes with like a little bag. What's it called? Like a duffel bag. That might be, if you find Sid Vicious on sale for like $5-6, that might be a pickup for that duffel bag. That duffel bag can be used in some dioramas for like, packing guns or whatever. I know YouTube doesn't like me saying those things, but I'm not here for the money. I'm just here having fun. Really, that's it. Anyways, guys, that was the news. That's all that mattered to me. I hope you guys are having fun. Let's get over to the hall and talk some more shenanigans about that. All right, believe it or not, there is only one thing that I paid regular price for this week, and we'll get to that in a moment. But let's start off with the deals. I got I don't know if Bobby's going to want to hear this or not, but Bobby Valla, that is. I got these for a super deal up over on Amazon. I believe they were $17 or $16. I don't know what it was. They were really low for a little bit of time. And I was like, I need some of those troops. These are troop builders. And so, yeah, I picked up a few of these. The, what is it? The Raider Battalion. Yeah, these guys come with some really cool, I mean, they're troop builders. Great for customizing. Got a little shotgun there. Yeah, I'm gonna pick these up. So I picked up 3 of these, which was really cool. Dig it. So there's that. It's Valaverse action figures, great quality. Yeah, I'm gonna pick those up. All right, what else? And I picked this up for $35. It started coming, I don't know, it was really weird. This particular 2-pack had been hanging out at my Target for a while and nobody picked it up. And it came up with a weird price. And I was like, these are some of you guys, I picked this up mostly for trade fodder or to maybe bring it to the show. But some of you guys are going to be sad that you missed out on this. I mean, seriously. After the Psylocke 2-pack with that trash Thanos in it, these are 2 solid, amazing figures. These 2 right here. That Venom is solid, and to me, this is one of the best Captain Americas. Other than he doesn't have chainmail, one of the best Captain Americas ever produced. Just amazing. So, here he is. Pick that up. And what else did we get? Just yesterday, you guys saw that. I went and picked up a couple of Cobra Commandees, and I left one there. But I picked up a couple of these mostly for the hands. You can do a lot of customization with that. And also, I'm just going to have, I don't want to be switching, popping out parts on one Cobra Commander. I'm going to have one with the, the hood, because you guys already, go check out my Instagram if you haven't seen that one. I'm going to have one with this helmet, and then maybe another one like, shot up or something, or just having a bad day. I don't know. But the thing is, I didn't want to keep popping off heads and stuff. So anyways, there's that. Now, and plus he comes with those hands. So, and then I picked up another, and this was from DD's Discounts. Picked up another Helix. It's a good buck. There were still Helixes there like 4 days after I went. So, and I told everybody, so stop crying about it. So here's Helix. Picked up one, left like 8. Mostly for her weapons and the buck. Pop the head off. And actually that head sculpt can be used with a bunch of different things too. So, and then I picked up another Sergeant Slaughter with an itty bitty ditty bag. It's going to be cool, man. Whenever I do my G.I. Joe headquarters, I'm going to just have like a little stack of ditty bags in the back. That's going to be fun. Silliness that I do. You cannot say no. It's almost silly not to pick this guy up at $10. It's a great buck. It's a great figure. He's got that weapon thing that everybody can use, and he's got 50 cals on it. He's definitely going to get his VA claim. He's definitely going to get his VA claim turned down. But shooting rockets off your hip with 50 cals attached to your shoulders and all denied, not service connected. But anyways, yes, I am picking these up for $10. It's insane, right? A lot of people don't get it, right? A lot of you who were in the military that watched this show anyways. But for those of you that weren't, there is a huge distinction between a regular 9-to-5, working for the government as a civil servant, a regular 9-to-5 or a civil servant, and the military. There are some rules around that for police officers, right? So those kind of jobs where, but mostly, mostly the military, because even as a police officer, once the danger has subsided, you can go, see ya. But for those of us that were in the military, you're going to stay. You're going to stay. You are not allowed to say, don't wanna. You are not allowed to say, yeah, that's not something I feel like I'm going to do. So up to and including, that's right, the unaliving part. So, some of those things, it's hard to explain to regular people. You don't have that choice. And for me, anyways, it's just different. That's why sometimes we have a different mindset. It may have been trauma. I don't know. But anyways, all that to say is there's a difference sometimes in the things that what civilians understand and then what we understand. So anyways, let's move past that. It's getting a little dark in here. So anyways, I also saw this, actually my wife saw this, and I asked her he dropped down in price tremendously. I had to pick him up. You guys didn't see it, but $10 for thrust. $10. Here he is. Look at that. $10. This is, what is this, like a $45? No, it's a $35 toy. For $10? I'm picking that up all day. Finally, for the last deal, here we go. It pains me that it's from a company that I'm boycotting, but because it's in a liquidation store and I have incredible nostalgic pull to it, I picked up a Shogun Godzilla, but this is like, I don't know what, this is like not the one that's, I have the other one. There's two versions of this. This is the shiny one. I'm going to open this one up. But Super 7 Shogun Godzilla, $19 over at Ross. They have that other Mecha Godzilla looking one too. I'm not a big fan of that, but this one, big fan of this one. And yes, the original one, I looked it up. The original one is much bigger, but if I'm looking for originality, I wouldn't have picked that one up, right? That one just looks like and has the same functionality that mine did. It's just a good callback. And finally, for the only thing that came in at regular price was, we just talked about them a few minutes ago. And this one, I missed out on the first offering. And if you've been watching the show for a while, you know what it is. Missed out on that first offering and I was kind of ticked off about it. They didn't have a wait list for that one. That one was just like, it's gone. But don't worry, we'll be putting it up again at a specific date. So I waited patiently and bam, Senor Blanco from Mexico, Rumble Society. I got him. So that's why I said, you know what, I think I'll go ahead and just, for the most part, I've only had the one that Mezco did not convert on. So they've got a pretty good track record. So I went ahead and rolled the dice and joined the wait list. I think they charged $1 on my credit card just to hold a spot and make sure that I had a valid card on file. So that's it, everybody. What did you guys pick up this week? What deals did you find at Ross? Where do you stand on AI and having some of those mock-ups done? I think, like I said, I'm not necessarily a big fan of AI. Just not. All it does for me right now is cause me problems. I could get all that entertainment from a regular human. There's, all the drawings and all that stuff from it. But I think eventually we will use it as a tool somewhere down the road. It's just that right now the tech bros, to me, the tech bros are really putting the screws to stupid CEOs and tell them, hey, AI. I mean, I think it's about to burst here real soon. But just like Klarna realized that, this AI is kind of stupid. It'll eventually get there. But for now, wake me up when we're solving diseases, when we're creating technology that's beyond our wildest dreams, and when AI can do, all these wonderful, wake me up then. For now, it's just shenanigans. I don't know why serious people would even invest in that dumb stuff, but anyways, that's off topic. Let's stay back on topic to toys. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. I can't wait to see, again, what I've been telling, my members know this, and the people that were at DFW G.I. Joe show know this. I'm not going to be there super early on Saturday. I'll eventually get there. But if you see me in the Valaverse line, it behooves you to get behind me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You'll know when it happens why. The other thing is if you see me down there and you're a subscriber, let me know. Grab yourself a sticker. Or if you're a member, I got a little something special for you guys. So, yeah, I can't wait to see everybody down there. And finally, I will be, oh man, the thing I'm going to bring to the Metroplex show this time. It's going to be so many. Here's the thing. This one is a vintage toy, well, a set of vintage toys that is highly sought after. But I want to kind of bring a smile to somebody's face and also use that money to pay for this trip to SoloCon. So, you know, I'm not being overly generous. It's just something that, hey, maybe one of you guys might want it more than I do. It was something that was tremendously important in my childhood. But anyways, I'm willing to let it go. I'll probably pick it up again some other time. But for now, I need to pay for this trip. Let's have some. And like I said, I always try to do this stuff as responsibly as possible. So got to find a way to pay for these shenanigans. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. I will be at the Metroplex Collectibles Toy Show January 24th. I believe whatever the graphic says right here. Grab yourself a deal, a steal, or a sticker. Let's have some fun. Let's talk some nostalgia. Don't get charged at the door for the privilege of spending your money. Come on down to Leonard's show where it's free to spend your money. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to the members. Their input, generosity, and guidance allow me to bring you guys better content. And I'm here for the collector. I'm not here for the beef. Although if you're saying nasty comments down there, give me a good laugh. And let's just have some fun. Thank you so much for watching. And as long as you guys keep watching these shenanigans, I'll keep rolling them out.